was raised as my conscience fell. Silly little lie. It didn't mean much, but it lingers still in the corners of my mind. But you love me anyway. It's like nothing in life that I've ever known. Yes, you love me anyway. Oh Lord, how you love me. Yesterday, we read about two disciples who betrayed Jesus, focusing on Peter, who does ultimately reconcile with his teacher. Today, we focus more on Judas, who sadly does not. Notice, we never hear that Jesus stopped loving Judas. We never hear that Jesus can't or won't forgive Judas. In the end, it would appear that Judas was not able to forgive himself. Yesterday, we read about the results of Peter being able to hold tension. But today, we find that Judas seeks a resolution over reconciliation. Deacon Steve clarifies why that isn't the answer when he writes, "My friend Meg is 5'1", and when she's wearing heels. Her husband, Mark, is on the north side of 6'6". He doesn't wear heels. Mark grew up in Chicago and is a passionate fan of the Bears. Meg was raised to be an avid Green Bay Packers fan, so much so that she has a green heart with the gold number 15 tattooed on her ankle. For the unfamiliar, the Packers-Bears rivalry has a Hatfield-McCoy intensity. Yet, Meg and Mark remain happily married. What's more, Meg is a high-energy extrovert who connected and is involved at all times, whereas Mark is an introvert who quietly and contentedly retreats to his garage to work on cars. On Friday nights after an exhausting week, Meg wants to unwind by going out and spending time among happy people, but Mark prefers to stay at home and watch a movie. Also, he's Catholic and she is a lot of things, to use her words. They recently celebrated 29 years of wedded bliss, and I don't know any couple who is a better fit for each other. Early in their relationship, Mark and Meg promised each other they would use their differences to create wholeness, like north and south poles of a magnet. It provided them with context to not only accept, but respect and embrace the unique character of each other. It is the nature of human condition to live in tension, male and female, light and dark, self-preservation, self-sacrifice, joy and sorrow, life and death. Anyone who has ever lived with teenagers knows that tension is both inevitable and uncomfortable. Dependence and independence, structure and fluidity, rules and rebellion. We get in trouble because we try to resolve tension rather than to reconcile it. How many of us had said to our teenage children, "As long as you live under my roof, you will follow my rules"? We like to call this tough love, and maybe there are times when it is, but mostly it's an attempt to resolve tension through power. The resolution is simple: my way or the highway. But this approach can put boundaries on love, coercing young people to conform to the way we want them to be rather than encouraging them to grow into the person God created them to be. I know fathers who destroyed their relationships with their sons due to arguments over hair length or ear piercings. Ultimately, through the power of parenthood, these men got the resolution they wanted, but years later, they remain a long way from reconciliation with their sons. Meg and Mark chose a different path for their relationship. They reconcile the tension by using it to create wholeness rather than division. Packers and Bears, extroversion and introversion. There is room in their love for all the above. As mentioned earlier, resolution often leaves brokenness, but reconciliation restores wholeness. Today, can we take a moment to look at ourselves side by side with both Peter and Judas? Both of these men were loved by Jesus, but only one returned to accept his grace. Are our hearts open enough to be forgiven?
I am a thorn in your crown, but you love me anyway. I am the sweat from your brow, but you love me anyway. I am the nail in your wrist, but you love me anyway. I am Judas's kiss, but you love me anyway. See, now I am the man who yelled out from the crowd for your blood to be spilt on this earth-shaking ground. Yes, and I turn away with a smile on my face, with this sin in my heart, tried to bury your grace. Then alone in the night, I still call out for you, so ashamed of my life, my life, my life. But you love me anyway. Oh God, how you love me. Yes, you love me anyway. It's like nothing in life that I've ever known. Yes, you love me anyway. Oh Lord, how you love me.